And now, it's time for story time with Rob.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel for another story time with Robbie vlog. So today I'm gonna get right into it, man. Today we're gonna be talking about snow bunnies and funny stories with that. Racism, which I know sounds kind of crazy to, kind of make that funny, but here we are. And Jamaican accents. And why the backside this man this I try this man over this. So to start things off, I mean, listen, there's such a plethora of stories when it comes to snow bunnies because I don't know what it is, but there's a lot of other guys, obviously of color, that get involved with snow bunnies, and various things happen. Men and women both. There's issues on both sides. So this is not an attack on women by any means at all, not even 5%. So I just want to put that disclaimer out there. This is not an attack. This is a funny story, funny video about just various things that have happened in my life in regards to snow bunnies. So there was this one time I was dating this girl, and obviously I'm going to keep these girls nameless because, some of you watching might know them, might not know them, or hell, they might be watching themselves, and if they do, hey. So there was this girl I was dating one time. She was in acting school in a different state, and I was in college. It was very interesting. We met through a mutual friend, which was awesome. And she seemed pretty cool. And as I was talking to her more, she wasn't really all about what I was about, the whole rock band thing and like my anime and DC and Marvel and Star Wars. She wasn't really into that, but she wanted to at least learn a little bit about it through me because I was so passionate about it. Yeah, it was not her thing. Her brother was a police officer, so there was that too. And it just is fine, that's cool, but it was just an interesting dynamic in the family. But as time went on, we were dating, and I never met her family, and she never really spoke about her family, really asking about me or anything. So I finally was like, hey, so what's up with the family? Like, I kind of want to meet them. And she's like, oh, I've been scared to introduce you to them because of the fact that you're black. Huh? When I tell you that I was like, what? What do you mean that you're scared to introduce me to them because of the fact that I'm black? And I'm sure you can guess it, folks. You can guess it. Racism was high, yeah. Yeah, the racism was serious because they really just were not about black people. Kinda difficult when you think about it, considering what your boyfriend looks like. That was very interesting. So, and funny enough, the way how that ended didn't even have to do with the racism part. It had to do with the fact that she was an actress and she had to kiss other people. And at the time, I wasn't mature enough to really be okay with that. So I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, I can't do this. And then coupled with the fact that you're scared to tell your family about me because I'm black, I don't even understand. This doesn't make any sense. So whatever. Deuces, bye. And there was another girl that I dated who at first, it was pretty awesome. She was working at some kind of automotive place, and it was cool. We, saw each other every now and then. She used to be a stripper, which I at first was like, I don't know if I want to be involved with that. She was out of the life, apparently, and she was, doing things the way she wanted to do them, and she was trying to go to school, and she was trying to do all these things. So I'm like, okay, cool, great. Yeah, let's do this. As time went on, she kept talking about the whole fact that she missed stripping and how fit she was and everything. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, bro, head for the hills. Get out of there. Get out. Just get out, man, now.
Why are you running?
But unfortunately, Robert Carl Reed did not get out, folks. Instead, he stayed in this relationship. And as luck would have it, and the universe would have it, and all things unholy would have it, you guessed it, she slipped back into the life of madness and mayhem. No, sorry, I had to get my dark narrating out there. You know me, geek. As time went on, she started telling me that she was on Tinder and Bumble to try and find new girlfriends. And man, listen, let me tell you guys this, okay? Listen, gentlemen, and women too. Listen, if your partner says to you, hey, I'm on Tinder, but don't worry, it's because I'm trying to find new friends of the same sex, it's a bold-faced lie from the devil himself and his booty hole, because there is no way in hell that nowadays I would believe somebody if they told me, oh yeah, I'm on Tinder, but I'm just looking for friends of the same sex.
Stop it. Get some help.
What? Me was born during the daytime on a Monday. Me na born yesterday, girl. Me na born yesterday. Who the backside you think you fool? I could not. Okay, I was just like, okay, cool, great. You made some new friends. And she told me that she matched with this girl and she was gonna go hang out with 2 girlfriends. And you're like, okay. Bro, man, I was an idiot when I was younger. Me one day that she's gonna go hang out with this girlfriend of hers who came over to her place because her place was a little different. Like she lived with her uncle in like a beach apartment condo place, but it wasn't really her place. Just, man, I don't know. This is all a bunch of, as Jamaicans say, a bunch of kakafat. So the time comes, right? And she, when it comes to responding and everything, she was pretty quick with it. Like we'd respond to each other. There'd be times where we'd be at work, or maybe I was like working on something and I wouldn't get to her right away, or she wouldn't get to me right away, and that was fine, obviously. But this was a little unusual. Like she wouldn't answer. She's like, oh, the person's here. And this is a random person that I don't know and she doesn't know. At this time in my life, I was more thinking like, yo, I don't know who this is. This girl might try to do something. Like she might try to hurt her or like steal something. So like I didn't know. Like I had no idea what was going on. And I didn't hear from her for like 10 hours. So I'm sitting there like, okay, what's good here? And then I would send her like I sent her a couple messages and then I'm like, yo, what's good? And then she called me and I heard some weird noises in the background and giggling, and I was like, oh yeah, hell no, what's good here? And the next day she hits me up and says like, oh, you're too much, and I was just hanging out with a friend and it's fine if I didn't answer you for 10 hours. And I was like, excuse me? Like, if I didn't answer you for 10 hours, how would you feel? She's like, oh, I feel like you'd be doing something. Hello? Hello? Come on. Come to find out, ladies and gentlemen, not that long after, ended things, whatever, went separate ways. I got on Tinder myself and I matched with somebody. I matched with a few people, but here's the kicker. I matched with somebody, right? And, you know, we met up or whatever and we were talking about various situations. You'd never guess who the hell I matched with. It was the girl who my ex matched with, and she told me even more information. Apparently, it was a couple. At the time, it was a couple, and they all did something together. So she cheated on me with a guy and a girl. And then the reason that the girl broke up was because the guy that she was dating went and did something by himself with the girl that I was dating. So it was like, what? Where do I find these people? What is going on here? Like, this shit is crazy. It is crazy, man. Another little warning for fellas out there as well, and women too. If you meet up with somebody for the first time and, you know, whatever happens, the heat, you know, let's say you were talking over Facebook or whatever the case was for a long time or even a little bit of time, and you meet up with this person for the first time and you guys happen to do the dance with no pants, just make sure that, if they pull something out of their ass like, oh, I don't know, you're my boyfriend now, or you're my girlfriend now, run. Don't even say a word. Don't even say what. Don't even look. Just be like, I wish that I had did that with this person because it was my birthday. We had been following each other on Facebook and whatever, and, you know, it was cool. You know, we sent little hee-hees every now and then, you know, like little typical flirting stuff. This was a few years ago.
Oh my God! Wow!
And, you know, she was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna come visit you for your birthday. And I was just like, okay, cool, great. I mean, I'm single. I've been single for a while, and this girl's pretty cute and seems pretty cool. Why not? I should have known, bro. What the hell? She came down here. She went to stay with a friend that lived in the area, and then she came over to my place for my birthday and spent my birthday with me. We're putting clothes back on. We're talking. We're, you know, having some drinks, whatever. And then she hits me with a, haha, you're my boyfriend now. I swear to God, guys, in that moment, I was like, oh no. And I didn't mean it like that. Like, I didn't mean it like in a rude way. It just came out like, oh no. No. We can't do that this fast. Like, we need to still get to know each other. He's like, oh, but we slept together. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. But you knew what the deal was when you were coming here, right? Like, you knew what the deal was. You knew that we weren't a thing. You barely know me. I barely know you. And yeah, she did not like that too much. So I kind of felt pressured over the next month. Like, she kept asking almost every single day, oh, are you gonna be my boyfriend now? Oh, why don't you want to be my boyfriend? Is there somebody else that you're talking to? Is there somebody else that you want? Yo, no, we just need to get to know each other a little more, you know? Okay, it was like a month later and I'm like, all right, fine, let's just do it. Let's do it. Fine. Okay. that was the worst decision I ever made, because this girl was just terrible. Like terrible. Not worse than my most recent ex. Like not even the girl that I'm talking about right now was minuscule compared to the woman that I dated before, like dated last. And I know I made a video about that somewhat a few months ago, but I'm gonna make a funny video, a story time video about that, because I've got stories upon stories upon stories upon stories when it comes to that one. Okay, like where you'll be like, what the hell is wrong with this man? Like, why did he do this to himself? Well, I didn't really do it to myself, but I was under the impression that I was in love, and boy, was I wrong. Ladies, I understand it's very, very rare you hear a man say that he was wrong, but your boy was dead ass wrong about everything. Long story short, with this one that I'm talking about with my birthday, this girl was just like wild, man. Like, she was psychotic, kind of. She would tell me that, oh, I'm too stupid to breathe through my nose. Excuse me. How are you too stupid to breathe through your nose? I don't understand how, you know what? Even to this day, my brain hurts trying to put those pieces together. It's wild, man. Like, I'm not saying that I'm perfect, and I'm not saying that I didn't do anything in these relationships, but I'm telling you, like, these are the things that, like, I have experienced in the various relationships, and this is honestly the tip of the iceberg when it comes to stories about snow bunnies. Like, this is honestly nothing. It's crazy. Now listen, I know I was gonna talk about like Jamaicans and stuff in this video, but this video went on a little bit longer than I thought, so I'm gonna have to get to that in the next video. I do apologize, but I just don't want to take up too much time. But yeah, the next video that I'll be talking about is Jamaicans in regards to snow bunnies and the things that Jamaicans say and what it actually means. And I promise you, you're definitely gonna want to watch that one because it's going to be absolutely hilarious. Well, thank you guys so much for sticking around for this story time video. I know it's been a lot and this is a little bit longer than my normal videos, but there's so much that I had to get out, and I still didn't even get out half of it. So I do appreciate any of you who watched this and stuck through the entire story time. It really does mean a lot. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it so you can get a notification anytime there's a new video. Thanks again for watching, guys. Until the next one.